Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson alongside. David Aldridge is with us from the floor tonight. Let's take a look at the numbers for him.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. They've got Klingon. Fox is out there with Castle. Then it's Jeremy Sohan. And it's Vassell in at the 3 slot. And for Portland, Avdia is out there with Jay. Then there's Prince. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Henderson in at the point guard. We're only around halfway through this very long season, GA.
Here we go.
This is when the grind, I think, really kicks in.
Yeah, you think about the physical and mental toll this game takes on you. And I miss being out there, but, man, I tell you, it can be a grind.
MP is not taking these conference matchups lightly. He doesn't want to just be the best and make it into the All-Star game. He has made it known he wants to be the guy.
MP is a remarkable talent, and he's proven that time and time again against big-time conference foes. When MP needs to shift into overdrive, he's got that in the tank, which has been really impressive to watch. It's that sixth gear that makes him nearly unstoppable.
Here's Fox. After the made shot from Jay. The Spurs working the ball around now. Stolen by Henderson. And here we go. Fast break. Henderson's got it. And the basket by Jay.
Already a gifted passer, Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for
the
Spurs.
Good.
Six-point game.
I'm just finishing up this key. Plus, hey, I was just gonna see if you popped on next time I talked to you or I saw you in my chat. I was gonna tell you I simmed a few games like you were saying, and my guy did ball out. I hated doing it, but I didn't want to have to play the next 5 games to get to this key game. I just wanted to get the VC for this key game and the season boost. So it's the first time all year I simmed any games. It was like 4 or 5 games, I think. We won every game, though.
We play just over a minute here in the first. Sohan finds Fox. 5 on the clock. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
You look at Fox now compared to when he entered the league, he is so much more physical.
And you know, De'Aaron Fox, he has become, RJ, I think, almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, he's always had great speed, so defenders would sag off him. But now that he has that step-back 3, so you have to play up, and that's what he wants you to do.
And here is Fox, following the 3 from Jay. Fox.
It's all good. Thanks for joining the stream.
Henderson for 3.
Oh, nice.
3-point range.
That's kind of what this guy is. My Demigod build's basically like that. Someone joined the chat yesterday and was like, hey, that looks like Zion. This guy built
Here's the
like
screen. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And Portland with the ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Prince's shot is good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
I still can't believe all the Spurs traded for Wembanyama was clinging right there in 2 draft picks.
Fox feeling it out a bit. Driving in, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Both shots good from the stripe. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played.
The only 100 overall card I have so far is that
Duncan.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He dropped in 55 points, and he reached that total with some superb.
Should be able to buy one pretty soon.
One of the great performances
when they drop
I've
down
seen
to
in all
about
my years,
300,000, I'll probably buy one.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his
start
teammates.
grinding out after this game. We're going to start grinding out dominations.
Yes, to
get
Castle.
to that PG.
Back to Fox.
My first invincible card.
Here's Vassell. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
How about dueling
They
from
didn't give
long
me a
range?
defensive breakdown because I got fouled on that.
Take that, he says.
Castle,
I see your three, and I'll
fouled.
raise you another three.
That's great.
Now here's Henderson.
Oh,
A
back to
tremendous game he played against the Clippers. And the basket by Jay.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Hey, thank y'all for joining the stream too.
Spurs trail by
I appreciate
17.
it. I'm always down to chat it up about 2K, about basketball too.
Pass to Sohan. And a miss there on the triple. Now, here's Avdia. Defended by Sohan. Sinks the triple.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Y'all think the Knicks
Fox.
going to close off the
17
Celtics tonight,
points in
or
his
should we
last
go to
outing.
Game 7?
Klingon the screen for Fox. Klingon, Avdia with the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 20. Here's Jay, and the Trailblazers another three.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Here's Castle. Had a tough time getting anything going against the Pelicans. He was a non-factor. To halt the run. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Here's Jay. Open jump shot off the mark.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And so it's Portland in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Trailblazers have really been rolling, haven't they?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
You've got Anthony Simons. He's out there with Scoot Henderson. Andre Ayton out there with Jay. And it's Kamare in at the 4-man position. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
For the three, Branham can't get it to go.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And the slam dunk by Simons.
Speed kills, and Simons has plenty of it.
Spurs have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Drummond with a screen on Henderson. Here's Castle. Some solid defense from Ayton.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim. He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Johnson with a screen on Simons. Pass to Johnson. Will it go? It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And if they can keep that same physicality, you have to think they'll be in a good position to grab another win here.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And you know,
Hey,
Greg,
what's
we're
up? I'm
seeing
here.
so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it
My dog
allows
was
you to kind of
barking
seek out
for some
the
reason. I
matchup.
check it out.
Harden outside. Klingon the screen for Harden. And just miss after miss right now.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
Oh, I got
major
that.
drought, need to find some sort of
That pass
momentum.
was nice.
Time now to turn to
Hey,
our
thanks for
sideline
joining the stream,
reporter,
too.
David Aldridge. David.
Kevin,
missed that.
improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
Well, you know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Scoring efficiency.
About to watch the game, man. Hope the Knicks win.
Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, it looked like they
I don't know
were
if it's still there. You
out
watching
there,
it?
not moving the ball enough to generate the type of shots that they wanted.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he...
Or is it on tomorrow? Let's see. NBA games today.
Currently, the Celtics are trailing the Knicks 40-24 in the second quarter.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go Knicks.
does not look comfortable all game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Castle. Now, Sohan. Vassell, right side. Shot clock at 5, and it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. James Harden. He's checked in for San Antonio. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Fox, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Jay, and another three for Portland.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And so Harden will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Stolen away. Here's Vassell, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And just taking his frustration out on the rim. He ends a huge run by Portland. Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
And the first one drops.
A generational talent for Wembanyama. The sky is the limit and the reality.
So timeout called here. The first for Portland.
Timeout. Start it.
And we'll take a chance now to honor the Western Conference Player of the Month, Jay.
Yeah, well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their efforts.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Klingon. Lets it go from 11. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Wembanyama's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Jay misses. San Antonio's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Vassell, no good. Trailblazers have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter, really flowing here. And the basket by Jay.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Now, here's Fox. No good that time.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Trailblazers out in front, just dominating this one. From Portland, we're back in a moment.
Hey, everybody. First off, let's take a gander at what's been happening on the trading block.
Love the addition of Pascal Siakam. What a job by the front office. Pascal is a long wing, and he uses that length on both ends of the floor. He doesn't need to dominate the ball to be effective, which is why he should fit in seamlessly.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Portland Trailblazers.
You know, on the boards, they've been ferocious.
Yeah, I
asked
the front office to get Wemby traded to the Blazers. All the Spurs traded was Wemby Forrest, Donovan Klingon, and 2 second-round draft picks. Or 1 first-round draft pick and 1 second-round draft pick. All I know is just 2 draft picks. Yeah. And then they asked if I wanted another player after we won the championships. Suggested another player. I suggested that they try to get Shea Gilchrist Alexander shit into the team.
It has been a runaway.
So we'll see if that happens.
One outstanding game from Jay.
He's done a fantastic job of finding
it's been nice having one
space to operate within the first
without having to play on the Spurs.
I like how they came
I'm really surprised they pulled that trade
game
off.
plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific
I feel like
job.
I'm playing my league
Here's
for a
Greg
little while.
Popovich is starting in the second half. Klingon is out there with Jeremy Sohan. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then it's Castle. And it's Fox in at the 1. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession.
Yeah, I've seen that. I was saying I didn't think they matched up well, but I do feel like if Steph Curry was healthy, the Warriors had a chance. Like it would have went to 7 games. But that's just too much for Jimmy Butler. They were lacking offense. Who do you think is going to win between OKC and, or no, not OKC, whoever, OKC and Denver?
Can't get that break.
I'll turn this off too. Maybe you can actually hear me talking now. Come on, Wemby. You got beat up. Talk about Wemby. Lock him down. Wemby. You think so? Is it gonna be Denver versus the Knicks? It could be a possibility. I do think the Knicks are gonna win tonight. They're winning right now. I was just checking the score. Let's see. What's the score on the Knicks-Celtics game?
Currently, the Knicks are leading the Celtics 49-28.
Oh, they're up by 21. It's done, son. The Celtics are ready for Cancun. Ready to go fishing. Yeah, I think last game Derek White was just playing out of his mind. They're making a lot of shots at home. But yeah, the Knicks are crushing them right now. The Nuggets, yeah, I do feel like they have a better chance of winning. They have there's no answer for Jokic, so it's like they have to double team him. He's making all these crazy shots. It looks funny, man. Some of the drives he does. Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch the rest of this game. Hope it gets a little tighter. I do want the Knicks to win, but it's not a blowout. I don't like watching the blowout. Oh, dunked on. It should have been a block. So what happens when you try to get blocks? That wasn't even my guy. Oh, they just beat him without JT last game, didn't they? Yeah. Or did he get hurt and then they won that game? I thought they won the game and got hurt, and then the last game they won. You can shoot like that. Wow. This game's next level, jeez. Just through my whole leg. I'm about to start playing the for real. I know I feel you on that because that's your team. I like watching the blowouts by the Blazers too because that's my team. So that's like I was saying before. That's the only games I watch that are like that's a blowout if it's the Blazers. But the other ones, it's like. But I'll watch this one too. When I go have dinner, I'll watch that game. Yo. Why does it keep making me miss these good shots as soon as I got on fire? Other than my, I didn't pick it. I always pick the number 1, but then it just auto assigns you a number when you go to a certain team. I always pick the number 1 unless when I make a center, I pick 34 because Hakeem Olajuwon's my favorite player, so that's what number he was. But when I made these small forwards, I just picked the number 1, but it just auto assigned me number 16. Is that the number you play basketball? That's still. If I was to pick a number, I'd pick number 1. Got you, Wemby. That left me. It's one more. Stand there and dribble it. Yo, Wemby stole my rebound. You should play. My daughter she played last year. She took a break this year because she does dance full time too. Yeah, Harden's on the Spurs on this MyCAREER. My daughter does dance full time too. She does it 4 days a week. She's been doing dance since she was in preschool. But for me, she tried out basketball, and she said she's going to do it again this next coming up thing. It's like a local thing. It's like AAU kind of thing. She's only 10 right now. But we have a hoop in our backyard, and we have a hoop in our front yard. It's a lot of practice. It's one of the non-screen time things that we do is we go outside and shoot hoops. The only bad thing about living in Oregon is it rains a lot. The weather's kind of bad, so we have to shoot hoops in the rain sometimes. That's why I got the metal nets, chain nets. Hear that splash, a ching. You should be able to put metal nets or change the nets on your MyTeam. I don't know if they gave you that option. I remember you used to be able to do it on old. You can do it on MyCAREER. Yeah, I got chain nets on both. Oh yeah, that's one of the activities that me and my daughter always do. It's over shooting. When we're spending time with our dog, we shoot hoops in the backyard, and when we're not spending time with our dog, we're just trying to focus on shooting. We shoot hoops in the front yard. This guy gotta outperform my own teammate? I just noticed that. They're wildin'. I'm gonna outperform Wembanyama. I'm gonna try to get him a turnover, I guess. That's hilarious. Oh, you gotta get some chain nets. They're not even that expensive. You get them on Amazon. But yeah, one of the reasons I have them here in Oregon too, it rains a lot. So like if you just have like regular nets, they just get messed up. Like nylon nets, they just get messed up. So I have like the rainproof, like weatherproof chain nets, and they sound way better too. They don't rust, and they don't get all dirty, and they don't freeze either. That's another problem I've had. 'Cause I shoot hoops all the time, so. Oh yeah, the weather's a little similar to New York. We're both on like the coast, see like the upper, like northern coast. I'm just on the west coast. And you see that Jalen Brunson, they just started a new.
Good game, man. Great win tonight. You walk the walk.
I gotta say, I'm really proud of how you delivered in these key matchups. If the voters don't make you an all-star, they don't know what they're looking at.
Thanks, Coach. I'm just hoping people were paying attention, you know what I mean?
Oh, everyone saw how you handle yourself in these games. And from what Cliff's been telling me, it's a lock.
Yeah.
Same, it just rained yesterday.
Media been showing me
Today's
love.
been kind of iffy here.
Just
A little windy.
You
Yeah, nicer day than here for sure.
And the season's a long way from over.
The highest it got here is
No
like
doubt,
62.
Coach. I'm locked in.
Here, I'll show you, before I get off here, I'll show you all the stuff you get for this season. They always have some kind of goofy stuff some goofy rewards that they give you. I'll do that right here. Almost having that. Oh, here. This is season 7 featuring Jalen Brunson. He's styling and profiling. New York's all-star captain. Let's see what the rewards are. Black, red, and yellow trail. Empire State Building ball, New York style basketball. Look at this clown face. Clown face paint. Oh wow. Get a pink diamond. Ah, that's why that John Starks was in there. I don't know if you remember him. Yeah, I know. This guy, John Starks, he used to be a old school Knick player. He's pretty good back in the day. Pink eyes? Who asked for that? Wow. Some of the camo bonnet. Yeah. A dune buggy. Wow. Just give us some cards in BC and MT. Oh, but you get the one with the shark teeth. Or whatever that is. Whatever. Let's see what else we got here. I already have this duo. So that's just going to be... I can't sell them either. They're locked in. I got them. They were on an event. So I'm just going to get MT for those. That diamond court mural looks kind of sick. Like that. You get Chuck the Condor. Oh, okay. Dark Matter and Amari Stoudemire. Chuck the Condor mascot. I used to have that one back in the day on when I used to play online Park. I had a bunch of the mascots. Multicolored hairstyle. They got Rodman's hair. That's hilarious. Got Rodman's hair. 99 at 25. Okay. They don't give you much for MyCAREER. 100 overall, Willis Reed at level 30. Look at these things. Yeah. It's basically the same thing. They have the mobile edition of this game on here. A sun hat, really? That's really a reward? Wow. A sun hat. Wow. That's ridiculous. I see this stuff and I'm like, really? That's really a reward? Alright. I gotta get off here though. I'll be back on later.